in this chapter, there was a girl named Becky with a super long last name that I'm not going to try to pronounce. She was a graduating senior, and she'd been working for the student newspaper at her school, and she was assigned a story to cover the local schools' swimming programs, and she had been involved with swimming her whole life and knew a lot about this topic, so it was something she was passionate about and excited to write on and research. So she just was supposed to discuss the pools and the drowning statistics in this community, and how their swimming programs impacted that. Upon her research, she faced a few issues of her sources not completely agreeing with one another or having consistent results when conducting her research. Some said it were really good, but really, all in all, she determined that it was just okay, and that was probably the most accurate answer because of her experience with it. So her dilemma was she didn't want to give these sources bad reputations for endorsing something as absolutely amazing and probably going to make these drowning rates go down, blah, 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 when in all actuality it most likely wasn't. So, yeah, she just had a personal dilemma within herself on what to do with these sources that were kind of illegitimizing one another. So it helped that she had experience and she knew what she was reporting on, regardless of whether she had input from other sources. She was a pretty reputable source herself, growing up in the community and knowing a lot about the swim and pool industry. So what she decided to do was a nuts and bolts approach and describe for her audience how the program worked, and that the swimming lessons are often the first time these children have exposure to the pool, and just went off of that, made it less of a, less of a column with opinions and stuff like that. It was more of just the facts that she supervised and saw, being there and being among the children while they were at their lessons or participating in the programs and whatnot. So they posted that on the blog, and it did pretty well, and it was actually probably pretty good that they left it open to the public to respond to by commenting and making suggestions and putting their own opinions in there, basically making the opinion section of this news story an option to share your opinion. So she didn't really include the staff and her sources in that because she didn't know how factual what they were saying was and how accurate it was. So she just allowed the public to place their input without her making that call, which was honestly pretty wise because the first commenter, it said, provided an important perspective. So I think overall they handled it really well and gained a lot from the decisions that she made.